Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara Arnold, and tonight I'm going to be channeling Ascended Master Saint Germain for an energy ascension update for the month of February. So I'm going to get started, and at the end I will tell you about our next live event coming up this weekend. Oh yes, welcome. I'm Saint Germain. We welcome you all. We are showing our channel for the month of February 2026 on planet Earth. There will be tremendous shifts within the collective consciousness. This is an uprising of truth that will expose the lies more deeply, in a deeper level, after Neptune has now entered Aries on January 26th. Neptune has entered Aries, and this is ending a 14-year cycle for many of you on planet Earth of breaking down the illusions around you, and being exposed to the truth will set you free in many ways. This has been an uphill battle for the past few weeks for many, as the old is leaving and the new is beginning. You are starting a new cycle in this 9-year cycle on planet Earth, and it was a shedding of the old in January. You will notice that by mid-February, February 17th, there will be many of you beginning to get comfortable in your new skin. Many of you beginning to get comfortable with speaking up. We're coming in with a bold energy for the month of February. There will be more frequencies brought onto the planet to give those a voice who have not had a voice in the past. And you will notice that you're able to speak up and stand in your truth with more confidence. We are bringing through frequencies of transmutation today, a light transmission for speaking your truth. You may notice over the next few days, if you are open to receiving this, that you may get uncomfortableness in the throat chakra as this is clearing. It might feel scratchy in the throat, or it may feel like a cough or pressure on the throat chakra. This is that we're bringing through light code frequencies today for the throat chakra to speak your truth beginning in the month of February, so that you no longer have to make oneself small. It is time to stand up and stand out here on planet Earth, and there will be many in the collective consciousness that will be focused in on going within rather than continuing to fight the fight. This is not working anymore. I have been fighting for my rights, Saint Germain, and I have been fighting and standing up for myself, and yet I feel like I'm going in circles. We are showing our channel there has been a loop in the collective consciousness of the same old circles, looping and looping back and forth. We have done these protests, we have stood up and we have spoken up, and as we are protesting, it is the same cycle being repeated, and this is not working for us anymore. Those who are in this perspective, this is a fifth dimension perspective, you will see deeper into the truth, and you will find new ways to let go of the fight. The fight within oneself stems from a belief in the collective to glorify pain. If we are struggling and suffering, then God will see us as important. If we are struggling and suffering, then we will be more noticed and taken care of by those around us. If we are struggling and suffering, then the universe will see that we are doing a good job here on planet Earth. But we would say it is time to stop the glorifying of pain and suffering. It is time to step back and see the illusion of the fantasy that it is a badge of honor to suffer and struggle. It is a badge of honor to fight and stand up and fight for my rights, but it is not getting me anywhere, and I am now going in circles. I must retreat. Those of you who will retreat will begin to notice more abundance in your reality. You will begin to open up on deeper avenues in your reality to more sovereignty and more truth and more alignment. You will find that you are beginning to not resist what is happening, but simply observing it without resistance, without the need to fight, is going to set you free from the chaos. For those of you that are still fighting and standing up, you will notice that you will go deeper into a third dimension perspective. From now on the planet Earth, it is all about what perspective am I going to be seeing my lens through. Am I going to wear glasses in a fifth dimension perspective so that I am always set free, or am I going to be in a third dimension perspective where there's always struggle and suffering? There will be new ways opening up. There is someone asking if there will be a civil war in the United States. We are showing our channel that at this time there will be no civil war in the United States. That is not what the collective consciousness has decided at this time, as it is we are showing our channel that many of you are seeing that 156 years ago, when Neptune went into Aries, there was a civil war. This is where this is coming from. Are we going to recreate the same loop? And we would say no, it is a different time period on the planet. 156 years ago, there was not the luxuries that you have today. There was not the internet or the telephones or the TVs. There was not so much to do, and so many people were focused on the fight, and they were focused on standing up and fighting physically with each other in order to bring constructive chaos to a point of explosion and then a settlement. And this is a different energy at this time. We would say that it is not going to repeat in its cycle, because the collective consciousness, you as people on planet Earth, are getting tired of the fight, and you would like the comforts of home, of the Netflix, of the TikTok, of the scrolling, of the comfort of family and friends, rather than the fight to create something outside of yourself. It is more about going in and more about hanging on to the comforts of home. If the focus stays in this perspective, then there will be no civil war, as people will retreat because they are going to get tired of the game on planet Earth. Even those that are standing up with their shields of armor at this time and are having their weapons, they will eventually get tired with the weather, with the fighting, with the chaos, with the struggle and suffering, and they will retreat back to their phones. We are showing our channel that there are as many addictions on planet Earth that is stopping the fight. The addiction of the phone is more important than the fight. This is what we are showing our channel, that it is comfort. The telephones are a comfort, and this is where you find solace. This is where you calm yourself down, is by connecting through your phones. And we would say that it is an ego addiction, but that is not what we are here to focus on. This is not something you should criticize oneself for. We are saying that what is preventing the civil war is that there is more comforts in the phone than there is fighting for one's rights or standing up for one's rights. And so it is we are showing our channel that this is where everyone is retreating back to. Even when they were fighting in the streets, when they dropped their phone, they are quickly picking it up, and that is their main concern, is the phone. Getting the videos of what's going on to put on the social media is the more important than the fight itself. And this is all stemming from a deep need to connect with one another, a deep need for love and connection. From the ego causing an addiction to the phones, it is creating an illusion that there is love and safety through the phone. And so the love and safety through the phone is where everyone heads for, instead of fighting on the battlefields. They're not finding solace on the battlefields. 156 years ago, that is where they found their kin, their friendships, their support system was on the battlefield. They are finding the support system within the phones now. And so when you go home to your computers and TVs and get back to the comforts of that reality, eventually the fighting will let go and stop. We are showing our channel that many in the collective consciousness, not only in the United States of America, but across the planet, are settling into more compassion, more love for not only for oneself, but for each other. And so therefore the fighting is not making sense anymore. And this is going to stop many on planet Earth from creating chaos. Even though we are showing our channel, there are areas on the planet that still are in civil wars, that are still fighting with each other, there are some countries that are still battling it out. We are showing our channel, it is the old energies that are being regurgitated and transmuted back to love. Remember, this is a spiritual awakening at this time on planet Earth, and you will not create the same path as you did 156 years ago. It will be new innovations coming up with this Neptune and Aries. It will be forging ahead with new ideas and new inventions and new ideas, new technologies unfolding. This is where the focus will go. It is that there's positions of power that are still clinging to the old, wanting to control, but the new generations are not interested in that. They are more interested in going within and working on themselves, going within and finding what they need from within themselves. There's so much mental illness on the planet at this time. There is not the strength of the mental that there was 156 years ago. There's not the strength in the way that they weren't aware of mental illness 156 years ago. It was hidden, it was pushed away, it was pushed aside. But now many of the people on planet Earth are more concerned about their mental health and well-being than they are about fixing the planet around them. And so we would say that you will notice that areas on planet Earth will begin to settle over the next 14 years when there is much focus on a fifth dimension perspective. You will notice that the areas that are into meditation and yoga and calmness, Tai Chi, and doing exercises as groups of, we are showing our channel yogas and community gatherings of peace and calm. You will notice that those areas of the planet will remain forging ahead in a new way of peace and creating communities in that way. And the other areas where there is much chaos will continue to go deeper into the chaos. So there will be areas on planet Earth that are deep in third dimension, and they will fight louder and fight stronger and attack more. And we would say you will notice that many will be retreating back from this. They will be retreating back and allowing those around them to continue to fight without needing to interrupt it. They will say, I am going to go home and work on myself. I am going to go home and be comfortable with uncertainty instead of feeding the fire of fear. I'm going home and I'm going to find solace within myself. I'm going to find sovereignty within myself. Be comfortable with uncertainty at this time. As light workers and empaths on planet Earth, remember this is a spiritual awakening, and the dark must come to the surface before the light emerges through the cracks. And so you will notice that you will see deeper truths, in the sense that it will be shocking to many how many deceptions and lies come to the surface over the next few months on planet Earth. It will be unbelievable for many that are seeing this deep truth that they have been ignoring for so long. They were happy in the illusion of the fantasy of glorifying this struggle and suffering, and now it is time to let go. There are many more awakening at this time on planet Earth in the month of February. As starting today, there will be many that have deep awarenesses. In their sleep, in their dreams, they will be waking up with a new awareness and saying, what am I doing? What am I doing here on planet Earth? I am tired of this game. How can I change it? And they will begin to look in. They will begin to go in on their path. And this was what the gift was of all the chaos on planet Earth. This was the gift of all the wars and all the anger and all the hate and rage that has been coming to the surface. There are many of you on planet Earth that are watching this channel that are transmuting deep old dark energies, and you are getting tired. But we would say with Neptune and Aries, many of you will find a huge shift in your reality of more abundance, more lightness. It'll be easier to have a fifth dimension perspective so that you are not stuck in the old. Remember to focus. We would recommend to focus in on how you can make every moment more of a fifth dimension experience. We will give an example. If it is snowing outside and you are not wanting to shovel, it is cold and you are uncomfortable, could you make it a fun game with your inner child? Could you see the gift of the shoveling as exercise? I'm getting my exercise today and the sun is shining. I will see a different perspective. Instead of seeing it as a job that I have to shovel, I will instead see it as a form of exercise that I'm doing for my physical body. I will build a snowman with my inner child that I haven't done in years in order to connect to the inner child within me. Switching to a new perspective on planet Earth will put you in a high state of vibrational frequency of divine love, and then more abundance will come to you. This is all that is required to get into fifth dimension, is be present in the now moment with the consciousness within everything, and begin seeing everything as a gift rather than a burden. And as you are on your path on planet Earth, remember, we would recommend to not judge anything in your reality, because this will keep you in a fifth dimension perspective as well. The ego is always seeking to judge. Stay present and simply observe. Observe yourself judging, and then be present with it. I just noticed that my ego was judging. I will switch that to being in observation instead of judging that person that is standing in front of me. We would recommend to focus in on letting go of your attachments on planet Earth as you are making your way through February. Where are you attached? Because we are showing our channel that many will be letting go of material possessions in the sense that there's attachments, and so there is more shattering of ego illusions around greed, or that luxury or more money is more important. If I have more money, then I am more important than this person. There is many in the collective that will have some uncomfortableness with money or loss of money as they adjust to letting go of the attachments to it. And so we would say to focus in on, what are my attachments around money? What are my attachments around wealth and abundance and poverty? Observe all of them. We are showing our channel that around the planet there will be many that will be having bouts of poverty in order to transmute this back to love. For many of you on planet Earth in the month of February, there will be new beginnings, new unfoldings, and an excitement. After February 17th, you will notice there will be a skip in your step and a fire in your heart as you plow it forward with new ideas, new inventions, and new gifts and talents that you are discovering. We are showing our channel that many of you will have a new energy from within, a new energy physically. Many of you have been so tired for the past 14 years, it will be noticeable that you have a new energy, and at the beginning you will not know what to do with it. I feel so much energy. I have not felt this way in so long. What do I do with this? It will be uncomfortable at the beginning, but you will adjust and begin to propel forward with your new ideas. We are bringing you blessings for the month of February. Call us in. We are here. So that was our energy ascension update for the month of February. And if you'd like to join us this weekend, we are having a live group channeling event. I will put the details in the description below, but it's all about mastering the ego. So I'm going to be channeling Ascended Master Saint Germain and answering questions. And he's going to be bringing through frequencies to help us to let go of all the ego illusions and master certain areas of the ego that we might not be seeing. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We have it via Zoom, and I will put the link in the description below. Thanks for joining us today, and we will see you next time.